In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening. Happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday night. I hope everyone enjoyed this, this amazing day of college football. We found out a lot about a lot of teams. We're in week 10, and it is crunch time, playoff races. One team, we had one upset. I called it down up in Ames, Iowa. Iowa State went down to the Texas Tech Raiders late this evening. But other than that, pretty much it has been a great day of college football. Salute to the panel. Got my bro and my sis here. Sniper, you knew D Truth to be on here shortly. Salute to you all. Salute, salute, salute. What's going on? And salute to everyone in the chat. Salute to everyone in the chat. Alpha, Bacardi, 225 girl. Make sure I don't miss anybody.
CP3.
CP3, Mr. Zone 3, Go Dogs, and my beautiful sis together. Salute, 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 salute. Everybody, salute everybody in the house. What a day of college football we had today.
Hey together. Hey Go Dogs. Hey Mr. Zone. Hey CP3. Hey Alpha Buckeye. Who else is in here? I didn't see. Oh, 225 girl. Hello. Bacardi. Hello. And I think that's it. And everybody else that's going to be coming on later. Hello. Hey Super Jim. How are you? All right.
Salute.
Hey Armando.
Salute everybody.
Hello.
Salute, man. Let's talk some college football. Let's talk some college football.
Wait. Hello, everybody. Sniper's here. Everybody in the chat, big bro. Let's talk about it.
Hey, the title. Let's start off with the title here. Now, to you Penn State fans, before you go off on me and start messaging you, because y'all are known to send nasty messages in the messenger and stuff. I feel like you choked. You had a chance to win the game. Wrong plays were called at the wrong time. You were not aggressive enough. There were times you had Will Howard dead to right. You did not win on third down. Penn State lost this game on third down. On third downs, that's where this game was won and lost. James Franklin got out coached by Ryan Day. It was, it really wasn't. I really feel like Penn State underperformed today. They could have won that game, but however, you in a good spot. All you got to do is win the rest of your games, and you'll get that fifth seed, which I've said repeatedly is pretty much the best spot, because if you get that fifth seed, you draw the 12th seed, you draw the G5 winner, and then if you get past that round, then you'll draw the Big 12 champion. So Penn State pretty much is in a better spot moving forward than Ohio State because you did what you were supposed to do. You came into that game undefeated. You didn't lose to anybody else. You did something that you weren't able to do in the previous years. You came in there undefeated. So therefore, it was a close loss. You could have won. It was a close, wasn't a blowout. It was a close loss. So you take care of business the rest of the way. That committee is going to put you in at number 5. No doubt. No doubt Penn State will get that 5th seed. But other than that, great effort. Congratulations to Ohio State. You're not out of the woods. You got Indiana. Indiana didn't look too great today, but it's any given Saturday. You got Indiana and Michigan. Michigan is going to be waiting there. That's a rivalry game. Anything can happen in a rivalry. Uh, Georgia fans found out today. You cannot take your rivals lightly. Anything can happen in a rivalry game. Never take your rivals serious. All right. So that's my take on it. Penn State is in great shape. 5th seed. Hey, I wouldn't complain. You don't have to. You don't have to. You can rest your players after your season finale, which will be Thanksgiving week. You will have ample enough time to rest your players. December 20th, will be hosting the 12th seed. So that's my take on that.
I don't think Penn State choked. They shot themselves in the foot.
That's choking. That's
No,
choking, man.
no,
That's choking.
that's not choking, bro. Choking is
Okay.
when when I hear choking, I hear you go in this game, you all hyped up, and you lose by 2, 3 touchdowns. They lost by 1 touchdown. They couldn't make the play 3, 4 plays on the inside the 3-yard line. But they played. I mean, they really two explosive plays they gave up, and that's about it. Defense held their own, but I don't think I wouldn't say that they choked. I think they just lost the game. But just a little pushback on the 5th seed. We still got to see what Ohio State. Um, no, we still got to see how the Big Ten pans out towards the end of the season. I think that they might drop down because where they rank right now in eighth. Well, it doesn't even matter anymore because
They're
the
third.
first,
They're third.
yeah, but it doesn't even matter on the AP polls anymore because the conference, the first playoffs championship seeding comes out this Tuesday. So that changes a lot of things there.
Yeah. Yeah. The AP won't matter after Tuesday night. You're correct. I wish they would move that till either Monday or Wednesday, Sniper, because of the election. Got a lot going on Tuesday. I would have loved to cover that, but they're doing it on a Tuesday night, so we already have prior commitments for Tuesday night regarding the election. But you're right. I mean, we just have to see what where the committee places them at, how far they drop. I don't think they dropped that far because it was a close loss. They played Ohio State very closely. That Ohio State D line stood up today. They stood up. They shut the running game down, and that defensive coordinator, I think his name was Jim Rowe. He had a great game plan. Put Caleb Downs on that tight end and shadow him the entire game. Back bag the safeties off, play a little zone, bring some disguises. Uh, they didn't really blitz much. Ohio State didn't really come with any pressure today. They pretty much dared Penn State to go over the top. I feel like Penn State should have been a little bit more aggressive because there were some receivers running around wide open. Julian Fleming. Julian Fleming is a pretty good receiver. I just think it was the reason why I say that, bro, because I feel like that James Franklin actually made the same mistake that he's been making for the last 7 years. He coached not to lose instead of coaching to win. He wasn't aggressive enough. You have to be aggressive, beating teams like Ohio State. Dan Lanning was aggressive. That offensive coordinator for Oregon was aggressive. You got to be aggressive. You can't be pea-footing around with a team like Ohio State.
Yeah,
You can't do that.
but I don't think that Penn State played out of their element. Um, and looking at Penn State from last week and when watching a little bit here, and they're not an aggressive team. They play solid football as of this year. They play solid football all the way around. They play hard nosed, do what we got to do. And once the run element was done, they could not get the balls into their playmakers' hands. I mean, number 44, I don't know what his name is, but it looked like that was his only option he was
Turn your
going to.
TV down a little bit, man. It got like a little echo-ish sound. Turn your
I,
TV down.
I'm not at my house,
Okay. Okay. Go ahead, man.
but like I was saying, I don't forgot what number 44 was. It looked like he was the only option that the quarterback, Penn State's quarterback, was looking at,
Mm-hmm.
um, and he didn't give the other receivers that much uh, of a chance because he wouldn't look that way. Um, and that just comes with trust. But Penn State gave everything they could. It just wasn't enough towards the end of the game.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Now, don't get me wrong. Penn State, the program is headed in the right direction. We got the 12-team playoff. I expect this team to be in the mix every year. I definitely expect them to make it this year, barring any kind of disaster. I think they've gotten past their toughest part of the schedule. Now it's all about how you perform in the playoffs. Now, they've done pretty well under James Franklin in bowl games. So I wouldn't doubt that they would be able to handle whoever their first round opponent is. Now, the keys to beating and getting over the hump with Ohio State, in my opinion, James Franklin needs to be a little bit more aggressive in the transfer portal. I know he went out and got some guys in the transfer portal. But he has to be a little bit more aggressive in the transfer portal. I mean, on the defensive side, you got to be a little bit more aggressive. I think he could have went in the transfer portal and picked up maybe like 2 more weapons that I think that would have came in handy today. You put too much on the running game and on that tight end. They were zeroing in on that tight end. They were not going to let him beat them today. They were going to force them to force someone else to step up and beat them, and that did not happen. But I think Penn State is in great shape. Um, from all the projections that I've seen and that from the analysts, that the experts and the analysts that have that actually have been commenting on the game since the game ended, everybody is saying that Penn State is looking at that 5th seed. If they can just run the table and finish with 1 loss, they may be looking at that 5th seed. So that's that. They played a good game. I just feel like they blew some opportunities, Sniper. They blew some chances. That goal line, I think they could have been a little bit more creative with the play calling, running up the middle against that Ohio State D line was not a good idea. It wasn't going to work. They could have been a little bit more creative on that.
I agree with you on that. I definitely agree. They could have been more. They should have did that pass play on second down instead of waiting to fourth down to do it. Uh, and then they didn't have to go bunch formation to. They could have spread that out and
Hmm.
and that would have spread that defensive line out a little bit. Now you have a little bit more room to work with because real estate is real short when you get to that when you get into that red zone.
Hmm.
Um, I would have had a different play call on that. But all in all, again, Penn State they played their butts off, um, and they like you were saying earlier, they didn't win the three and outs. They didn't win the third down. But if you think about it, Ohio State didn't either. Ohio State had a little bit more uh, wins on the third down, but they didn't really. I didn't see the dominance. I saw Penn State lost, Ohio State won, but I didn't see any dominance going on.
Hmm.
The Ohio State receivers, I didn't see that. They 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 got by once or twice to score the two touchdowns, and that was it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? What was their run game wasn't there. I mean, they had some decent runs, but it wasn't really there. Penn State did what they had to do on both sides. It just that they came up short. If they had, I believe they had another series. I think that Ohio State would have lost that game.
Oh,
But
absolutely, absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. Um, Now, in your opinion, okay, so you've seen Oregon. We're gonna look. We're gonna look at the top four teams, which is Oregon, Ohio State, Penn State, Indiana. You've seen all four of them in action. Okay, you saw what Indiana did to Nebraska. You saw Indiana in action today. You saw what Oregon has done for the last 3 weeks. What they did today was just impressive. Ohio State, they look like they're starting to get their footing and starting to really become Ohio State again. Penn State did what they had to do, but they came up short. In your opinion, right now, do you think Oregon is just head and shoulders above better than everyone else, or do you think it's it's still a fight? This thing in the Big Ten could go either way.
Galen uh, Gabriel is something special, and he is the offense of Oregon. Um, their defense, they're pretty stout. I think
Mhm.
as of today, Oregon is head and shoulders above everybody in that Pac-10. Could when you look at the Oregon Ohio State game, you saw some deficiencies in there, but I think they cleaned it up a little bit. The Pac-10 is still the Pac-10 and the SEC is about the same right now. You don't know who's going to come out of it,
Mhm.
and I say that because right now we've been talking highly of uh, uh, Texas A&M, and it's 14-3. South Carolina has beaten Texas A&M 14-3. So who's going to come out the Pac-10? Who's going to come out
The-
the SEC?
the- what do you mean the Big Ten?
Big
The
Ten, Big
Big
Ten.
Ten, yeah, ain't no
Yeah, yeah.
Pac-10.
You got me on that one.
Oh yeah. Um, I'm going to go ahead and say it's clear to me that Oregon is head and shoulders better than every other team in the Big Ten. It's not even close talent wise on both sides of the ball. Uh, and not only are they better than every other team in the Big Ten, in my opinion, they look the more hungrier team. They look like the more hungrier team out of the four. Um, and out of the four, that's the team that scares me the most right now. I'm looking for a weakness, and I'm not really seeing one. You know, except maybe the penalties. The penalties, um, they need to tone it down a little bit. Dan Lannon needs to kind of put a little leash on them. But I think right now, man, it's Oregon and everybody else in that Big Ten. It's it's not even close. It's not even close because Penn State. I'm looking at Penn State how they struggle with Illinois. I'm looking at how Ohio State struggled with Nebraska last week, and I don't see Oregon struggling with either of them teams. I don't see Oregon struggling with the Nebraska. I damn sure don't see them. I mean, we saw what they did to Illinois. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, Oregon man they just on another level right now. Now let's kind of shift the topic on to the ACC right now, man. Pitt and SMU are playing tonight. Don't really know the score on that one.
This started at 8 o'clock. I can give me a
Okay,
second. I'll tell you.
it
7 to 0.
started. Huh?
Okay.
It started saying 7 to 0. SMU is 7.
Okay, SMU is leading Pitt 7-0.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just say this. I this Miami team, this Miami team is going to be a problem, a serious problem. That running game is starting to heat up. Martinez is Martinez Award, and I'm gonna quit comparing him to Lamar Jackson. I really am. Um, I'm seeing Vince Young. Vince Young, Texas. Not the Vince Young with the Tennessee Titans. I'm talking about the Vince Young, Texas, where anytime, and those of you that remember Vince Young back in his Texas days, anytime that man stepped on the field, you knew he was going to do something special. You knew that there was a chance that Texas was going to win that game because of Vince Young. So I'm just, this kid, man, is something special, bro. And Miami's for real. If there was any doubts in anybody's mind, y'all need to erase those because this Miami team is for real. They're not losing the game this regular season. They're not. They're not losing the game this regular season. If they drop one, it will probably be at Charlotte against Clemson. If Clemson makes it, Clemson has to get past Pitt. But if it's anybody else, salute to you, G Bama boy. But if it's anybody else that's there facing Miami, Miami could beat them. I think Clemson's the only one with a good enough defense that could slow that Miami offense down. But that Miami offense can score on any defense in the nation. That's what makes them scary. Let me say it again. This Miami Hurricanes team, if they can stay healthy, can score on any defense in the nation. That's scary, my friends. That's scary.
And Clemson is 7 and Louisville 3.
So August. What day was that? August 25th,
31st.
31st.
Mm.
Hey, Sniper, who you think's going to win the SEC? I'm
AC.
taking the ACC. ACC. I'm going to take Miami. Oh man, you crazy. You crazy. Man, I think I got that from like two different sides. Um, game one. Oh, they ain't say nobody. They ain't see nobody. Y'all watch this Cam New kid. I'm telling you, watch this Cam Ward kid. Y'all gonna see what I'm telling y'all in the future. And give him some time. Poised. Don't get rattled. Can a field general. will run on you whenever he decides to run. But when he runs, he like glides. Do y'all see what I'm talking about now? When I said I picked Miami to win the ACC, I don't think that right now there's anybody, and right now I think I'm putting it to you like this, and y'all know how I feel. I'm a dog fan, but as of today, as the playoffs started today and went to the championship, Oregon and Miami would be the top two, and I probably still pick Miami to win that game against Oregon. Miami has receivers that will get open. They look like a little bunch of Ocho Cinco's out there, open when they're not open.
Mhm.
Ward, like you said, I see what you say. I thought you was going to say Stephen McNair. That's what I thought you, or a little bit of Donovan McNabb. That's what I thought you was going to say. But I can see a little Mr. Young in him. Y'all keep on. Y'all hold up. Y'all keep on. Miami's going to be a team to reckon with come this playoffs, and I think they're going to go in, if not as the number two seed, as the number one or the two seed, and they might jump. They have a possibility. No, they can't because it was 2 and 3 to 2 and 3 today, or 1 and 3 playing today. So they can't jump them this week, but they will jump to the number one seed before the end of the end of the season, regular season.
Can I give you another crazy scenario?
Mm-hmm.
Don't be surprised if the SEC winner is the fourth seed, because you could have Oregon running the table, Miami running the table, BYU running the table. What are you gonna do with them three? Oregon 1, Miami 2, BYU 3, and the SEC winner, because everyone in the SEC has a loss. The SEC winner ends up with the fourth seed. I can see that happening.
But the only thing about BYU, how many top ranked teams have they played?
You well,
You you, you, you see what I'm saying there?
you playing. I
How
mean, you
many?
can't penalize them because the conference. I mean, last year you could, but this year you can't. You can't penalize them, bro.
But when they doing the top,
Huh?
but when they're doing the top four, they're gonna look at that. Now, know you gonna win your if you win your conference.
Mm,
Okay, then they're gonna be okay. How do you put them? What if all teams are 13-1?
no, no. What I'm saying is, what if you got those three teams? I'm saying the only way they'll do it if Oregon is 13-0, Miami is 13-0, and BYU
Mm-hmm.
13-0. Everyone in the SEC, no one can be 13-0 because everybody in the SEC has a loss right now. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying you have a scenario where you have a one-loss or two-loss SEC champion going up against three other teams that are 13-0. How are you going to leapfrog a SEC team with one or two losses over a 13-0 team?
Strength is, and in my opinion, it will be the strength of schedule. They're definitely hearing what you're saying. Um, all right, G Bama boy.
All right,
Um,
be safe out there, G Bama boy.
Have a great
but
evening.
but I think that the it will be the strength of schedule that's going to rank those. How they're going to put them in one through four.
What do you think, D True? How you think they'll do it, man?
He dropped down again.
Okay. Let's go to what happened in Jacksonville. Let's go ahead and let's put it all on the table. Um, something is going on with Carson Beck, man. Carson Beck is Kirby got it. Kirby got to do something about this, man, or he's going to end up costing Kirby a national title. You know, Kirby got to make a decision, man. This guy, he ain't it. He ain't it, man. We don't know what would have happened if Lagway wouldn't have went down. We don't know what would have happened if Florida wouldn't have had all those injuries. So I'm not celebrating a damn thing tonight.
But you also said a win is we just need to get a win and get up out.
Yeah, a win is a win. A win is a win. I give you that. But I mean, you cannot usurp the fact, brother, that it was like several backups on that field. You can't. I mean, you can't gloss over that.
You can't. You cannot.
You can't gloss over that.
It's the next man, and I'm agreeing with you, but I'm just putting my spin on it. Next man up mentality, regardless of the situation. If it was the same thing with us, we can't be saying, "Oh, well, we had too many backups on it." Remember, we didn't have our full defense on the field until the second half, and seriously, I mean, if you think about it, when it comes to our defensive side, before we get back onto Beck, our defense was doing all they could. We just got put into situations where they kicked the field goal.
Let me ask you a question, bro. How far do you think we can go with a quarterback that averages 3 interceptions a game? How far can you go with that?
Who we playing?
Bro, I don't give a damn who you playing. I don't give a damn who you playing, bro. You mess around and you mess around and throw a pick six in a game that you should win, that we all thought that we could win. This man is averaging 3 interceptions a game, bro. Could have been more. Could have been more. And and here's the kicker, bro. He was getting intercepted by backups.
They was confusing.
Okay, man.
Okay. No. I'm just saying they was confusing the hell out of Beck. I don't know.
Okay, man. Fifth year senior, bro. 5th year senior, man. Come on. He's a 5th year senior, Tony. I mean, you can keep making excuses for him, bro. He's a 5th year senior. The man done damn played behind JT Daniels. He played behind Stetson Bennett. I mean, yeah, they would confuse him, bro. It ain't like they was this ain't the damn 08 Gators. Okay. You get confused by a bunch of damn backups. I mean, come on, man.
It's not a backups, it's a defensive scheme.
Okay, man.
But I'm not. And first of all, again, before you got to allow me to finish saying what I got to say before you start chopping me off at the knees. There you go again. There you go again.
Go ahead, man.
I don't know how far we could get with this dude, but you gonna change him? You want to change him out in the middle of the season with somebody who has not played a game? We're gonna. He's. Yes, I agree. He's having an off year.
Man, he's having an awful year. An awful year. Leading the SEC in interceptions.
So what should we do, Armando? In your opinion, what should we do? Put
Rashad
what we
in?
should
do? Number one, what we need to do is quit making damn excuses for him. All right, number one. Because we didn't make excuses for Stetson when he effed up. We didn't make excuses for Jake Fromm when he effed up. I get sick and tired of him throwing dumbass interceptions, smiling about it, walking to the damn sideline, and Kirby running up to him, hugging him like that's his damn son. Put your foot up his ass like you did Stetson when he messed up. Open up the competition. What you got to lose? What you got to lose? Open up the competition in practice. You won't be the first head coach to do it. Saban did it. Plenty of coaches did it. Hell, Elko just did it. Elko benched that quarterback last week, and he playing a new one tonight. Making excuses for him ain't gonna help nothing, because the man, we made excuses for him 3 weeks ago, 3 interceptions. Made excuses for him 2 weeks ago, 3 interceptions. Could have been 5. Two of them balls got dropped by the Texas guys. Could have been 5 interceptions. Could have been actually 7 interceptions in the Bama game. Could have been 5 interceptions in the Auburn game. The Auburn players, they just couldn't catch the damn ball. He was throwing it right to the damn Auburn defenders.
So, hey, first of all, you're going to stop telling me that I'm making excuses for the boy off of my opinion. Second of all, because I haven't made one excuse for him, not one bit.
You saying you okay? So what do you call he was confused?
I said, the defense did.
That sounds like
making excuses. So the second year starter, okay, that's one.
Man, he been 5 years, bro. Come on, bro.
Has he played 5 years, Armando? Let's be realistic.
Bro.
Let's be realistic.
For 5 years, man.
Okay,
he's been developed for 5 years.
I think it was Jake Fromm had all the Jake Fromm had all the first starts, not him. He was buried down. It's Stetson Bennett. When he was there, nobody else paid attention to Carson Beck. His first year, nobody said that on Carson to Bennett. We let him roll out. He didn't throw. He wasn't a gunslinger. He wasn't throwing complete passes his first year, coming off the bench, starting. Come on, bro. I mean, but nobody's making excuses for him. Just because I said yes, the defense threw some confusing packages at him, dropped off, and got into the lane in the lane where the ball was going. That's not making excuses for him. That's what happened.
Well, the defense ain't gonna just sit down and lay down and let them throw passes all over the place. That's their job. They were doing their job. It's their job to prevent him from being able to complete passes down the field. But I just figure, as a 5th-year starter, Heisman favorite,
how is he
on everybody's draft board, not only are you a 5th-year senior, but you were under arguably the best QB guru on the planet, Todd Monken. Look what he's doing in Baltimore. Look what he did down there in Tampa before he came to Georgia. He took Jameis Winston and made Jameis Winston look like Warren Moon for a couple of years.
And how many interceptions did Jameis Winston throw before they kicked him out of Tampa? Thank you very much.
Monken left?
No, Monken was there. Monken was still there when Jameson was throwing interceptions at the interception.
He wasn't throwing that many when Monken was there.
Oh,
no,
let's be real, bro.
He wasn't there, man. But like I said, man, that's your opinion. You want to roll with him. You like the 3 interceptions, bro. I expect more. I just expect more from a damn 5th-year senior that was arguably the number 1 quarterback coming in the damn season. He done regressed. He got that money, got that damn Lamborghini. He ain't been watching film. His head ain't in the game. His head ain't in the damn game. His head is all up under that girl in Miami's skirt. His head ain't in the game. But we'll see how far it goes. 3 interceptions. Average 3 interceptions. The defense. How many times are we gonna ask the defense to bail us out? How many times are we gonna ask the defense to bail us out?
Defense won championships.
Well, that sounds good in the early 2000s and the 90s, but in the 2024, you got to have some damn offense. You got to be able to put points on the board. Defense ain't gonna bail you out. Defense ain't gonna bail you out every game. And hell, even the
So
85 Bears, they could only win one
this is
Super
not
Bowl.
this is not professional football.
You know why?
This is
You
not
know why?
professional football. This is college football.
Football is football. You could be playing high school football if you can't score. If you can't score or move the ball on offense, this could be high school. If you can't score or move the ball on offense, you ain't winning championships. You ain't winning championships. Or if you throwing the ball to the other team and you throwing in, I don't know what Kurt Herbstreit was talking about. He was talking about double coverage. Double coverage where? I saw triple coverage. He was throwing the ball in the triple coverage. The second interception, he threw it right straight to the Florida guy. But I mean,
Hey, okay. First of all, yes, he's a fifth-year senior, but this is only his second year playing. Third of all, he made dumb mistakes. Second of all, I told you how the NIL ruined damn players.
that man, the NIL ain't got a damn thing to do with it, bro. Look
You
at
just
Shador.
said he got his man.
It ain't got a damn thing to do with it, bro. There you go, trying to create another debate. Okay, so why didn't Shador improve from last year to this year? Yes or no? Did Shador game improve from last year to this year?
He's the same player as last year.
Oh
bro.
man, please.
He's throwing the same amount of yards. He's throwing the same amount of yards that he did last year. His defense didn't help him out and keep him in the game. Let's be 100.
He's not holding the ball as long. He's a lot more accurate underneath. He's making better decisions. He's not throwing in the double coverage, taking chances, unnecessary chances. That's why I see his improvement. He's improved. You know why? Because he didn't just take the money and run to the beach with what's the chick named Angel Reese. He didn't just take the money and run to the beach with Angel Reese and bask in the glory of that big NIL deal. What that kid did was he went to the Tom Brady Academy. He went to the Tom Brady quarterback camp and got better, got developed. While Carson Beck was down there in South Beach, sun tanning with his little girlfriend. That's the difference. That's the difference. I just expect more. I don't, my ceiling a little higher. D-True, what happened to Auburn today, man?
I want to know what happened to the damn running game. I'm gonna speak about them tomorrow because I'm gonna cuss a whole lot of people out.
Woo, woo. Let me mute up, man. I'm gonna let you have the floor. I know you've been waiting a while, man. Go ahead.
Put away, Carson Beck looked like Peyton Thor today. I'm gonna say that he looked just like Peyton Thor today. And Miami, they struggled with Duke the first half, but they got to get that shit together. Cause it put it away, if they play a team that got a defense and got an offense, they're gonna be in trouble in the playoffs. So Miami didn't look too doggone good, especially to our undermanned Duke team. So everybody who played today that got a potential playoff spot didn't look doggone good today. Put it that way. Everybody got to clean up a whole lot of bunch of stuff on their team. With Auburn, what was wrong with Jasquez Hunter? Only put him in passing plays? You got to be kidding me. And officiating. I would say, I'm too much playing games on officiating. This officiating this year sucks in every aspect of the ball game. So I'm going to break it down I might do a recording and just go live there and just get it over with tomorrow. But like I said, what happened to the running game for Auburn? The defense, look here, that defense they played they butt off against Vanderbilt. They kept Diego Pavia in check. But I'm gonna tell you who actually won that game for Vanderbilt. It wasn't a Vanderbilt offense. It wasn't their defense. It was their punter. I gotta take my hat off to him. I got to take my hat off to him. Cause if they didn't have that punter, we probably looking at a different outcome. Change field position. When you go 0 for on third, 1 for 10, 1 for 11, 1 for 12 on third down, you're not gonna win no ball game. That's just like a turnover. And not running the ball, not giving the ball to Jarquez Hunter. He wanted to sit there and pass the ball, just like they want to force it to the quarterback, make him the star of the doggone show. No, Peyton Thor is not is the star of the show. He a fifth year senior. Not to put it all on him. Majority go to the doggone coaching staff. I can't stand. I don't like mediocre. I don't like if you try, not trying and hard enough. Like I said, I get a defense they credit. I gotta give that credit. They gave the offense chance to win that ball game. But when you want to sit there and pass the ball, you're not running the ball. What do you think going to happen when you go for 1 for 11, 1 for 12 on third down? So there's a whole lot of blame to go around. But guess what? I'm not going to blame the defense, the coaching staff, and the offensive player. I'm not even going to put Jacquez Hunt in there because he wasn't even in the equation majority of that game. But you got to run the ball. I don't care if they got good run defense or not. Run the damn ball. And one thing I seen with Georgia, they put the ball in Carson back hand. Oh, then second half you gonna start running the ball? Y'all lucky Florida, Georgia lucky Florida they had no good offense. But like I said, majority of the team that played today, they got some work. They got some work to do. Cause none of the teams that played today look good on offense. That's all I got to say.
I think Oregon look the best. I think right now, head and shoulders, Oregon look like the best team in the nation. They're number one for a reason. Rightfully so, they deserve it. Even with Ohio State's win over Penn State, I think Penn State shot themselves in the foot. They blew some opportunities. The coaches were a little too conservative with the play calling, and that game could have easily went the other way. But they did what they supposed to did. Um, Either win the game. Penn State's goal was either win the game, or if you lose close. Don't lose by multiple touchdowns. So if I'm a Penn State fan, I'm not really, and I know they're upset and they're angry because it's 7 years in a row. But once that feeling passes over and you cool down, you look at the rest of your schedule, you see if all you gotta do is take care of business the rest of the way, and you're looking at a fifth or maybe a sixth seed. Either
But
way, you're hosting a playoff game.
I'm gonna say this on BYU. I looked at their schedule. They didn't play a ranked team this year. Although if they do go undefeated, I still think that a one-loss team for another Power Four conference will be number three. They'll be number four. Cost of that schedule.
Well, um, that could happen. That could happen. That committee looks at strength of schedule very closely, so that could definitely happen. Putting them as the fourth seed, which means they will face the winner of the 12th seed and the fifth seed game. Um,
I will go as far as say that they'll put them at BYU because they did not play a ranked team all season long, they'll probably put them in the fifth seed.
And you think they will put Boise State at the four?
Well, Boise State's played a ranked opponent this year, have they? I mean,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
can't.
Oh,
Hold on, I can't hear you. What you say?
you have a point there. I forgot about that. They took Oregon to the limit. As a matter of fact, they played Oregon better than any other of Oregon's opponents. So I can see the committee going that route and maybe, you know, with the Ashton Genty storyline, bring that on with him and bring him, push Boise State to the fourth seed and maybe putting BYU at number five.
Your volume dropped a little bit, bro.
Who mine?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I can hear you loud and clear. But
Not on
like I
my
said,
end.
You can't hear.
mine
Hold
either.
on. Let me take
No,
these headphones out. See.
no, I can hear you. It's that it seemed like it dropped a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
What about now? Can you hear me loud and clear now? Can everybody hear me loud and clear now?
We just yeah, just keep on going where you're going. I turn my volume up a little bit. If everybody else can, it's probably me.
Yeah, I hear you
Yeah.
fine.
I hear you
Okay.
fine. But
Um.
like I said, Oregon, like I said earlier today, like we said earlier today, Oregon look like the more complete team of all the teams right now.
Mhm.
So they are not in that they are not in that scenario that I was talking about. For right now, as of right now, Oregon will win the national championship.
I agree. I agree. I 100% agree with that. I can I can't even argue with that. I don't know how do you feel, you knew right now from your eye test. Who's the best team in the nation right now from your eye test?
Um, I'd say Oregon. Oregon's doing their thing 100%. I think they are doing really good. They're doing real good. Real good. Yeah. I believe in Oregon. They're doing great. Quack, quack, quack.
And when I
Back
say
up.
that, I'm just saying on both sides of the ball. I mean, like I know Miami has an offense. It just seems like their offense is unstoppable. But that defense, you can't gloss over the fact that they got some issues on defense. That defense is that defense. If they if they run into a team with a good defense and can put points on the board, they'll be in trouble. They'll be in trouble. What would happen if they drew Tennessee and in the in the what would it be the quarterfinals? What would happen if they drew Tennessee in the quarterfinals?
You know, y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, Oregon right now, if the playoff would be started now, I don't see no team beating Oregon because they're too complete right now.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Do anybody disagree with me on that?
As of today, I wouldn't disagree with you at all.
Mm-mm.
Who would have thought Oregon would go to the Big Ten and do what they doing?
Well, I mean, but
Sniper picked them to win the Big
Yeah,
Ten.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And with all
and
that, go ahead, Snipe.
yeah, I mean, I did because of Dan Lanning.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I knew he would take whatever Kirby Smart uh, and the goat
Mm-hmm.
and and put it into play. He just needed time. Um, but then and then you look at that conference. So yeah, you got Ohio State, but I've been saying it all year long. Ohio State's not who we thought they would
Mm-mm.
be.
Mm-mm.
We didn't know about Penn State. We was talking about who was going to be their next coach at the end of the year. We didn't know about Penn State. We didn't know about Indiana, but
Mm-hmm.
but we had a feeling about Oregon from the beginning.
Yeah, and it's not just the coaches. It was like, okay, look what players they lost for last year coming into the Big Ten. They lost some key players, but they still had some key players coming back. And think about it. The Big Ten is just like with Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan, and everybody else. Know that it's just like in the SEC. Usually, oh, Alabama, because of the name, but you can't go by that just because of the name. They got to go on that field to play. Oregon went on that field and played, and guess what? Boise State played them to a T, like you said. That could be a scenario the committee gonna have to look at. Hey, although BYU went undefeated, they ain't playing no ranked team. But look who Boise State played. They took Oregon to the limit and almost beat Oregon.
Mm.
Hmm. If I was committee, I'd look at it that way. Will y'all look at it that way?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's the
okay.
way I just said it.
Let me ask you all a question. Now, I don't have it in front of me, but isn't one of the stipulations that the Power Four, the winners of the Power Four, get those buys?
Yes.
Yep.
Now,
So
Boise State is
so
not.
the
Boise State ain't. They'll be in the Power Four. They'll be in the Power Four next year. I mean, well, it'll go back to being the Power Five next year. But right now, they're in the Mountain West. That's P5. That's a. I mean, I'm sorry. That's a G5. That's a G5 school. They're not a P4 school.
right.
So
So
they would. Now I tell you what. Now, mm, I don't know. That committee may that I could see a scenario where the committee would put them at maybe 11 or 11 or 10, and necessarily not at the 12th, not at that 12th spot. But even if they did, I would love to see Penn State and Boise State play a playoff game.
wait, but okay. So as of right now, you got Oregon number one.
Hmm.
We don't know who number two is going to be on Tuesday.
No, we don't.
We're going. I say. Uh, I think. I mean, because Georgia won, I think Georgia is going to be still number two.
Hmm.
Who's going to number three? Ohio State
Ohio
probably. Ohio
Ohio
State.
State would. I wouldn't be surprised if they just if okay. You know what? You know what, Sniper? I think this may happen. I think they may go ahead and jump Miami to 3 or 4.
Oh, well, yeah, we forgot about Miami.
Yeah.
So you got Miami. Let's say it like this right here, because this is what I was thinking. I forgot about Miami. Oregon number one. Um, Oregon number one. Miami two. Georgia three. Ohio State four. Mm, and, and I'm going to go ahead and say Boise five.
Oh man, I don't know if they'll do that. You talking about Tuesday? What the committee may do?
No, that's just me.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, that's
okay.
me. And the reason why you say Boise State because again, they played a ranked team. They will have a harder strength of schedule any
Yeah. Then BYU.
than BYU.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying. Let me ask you a question, Sniper. If Notre Dame run the table, what do you do with Notre Dame? You think the committee wouldn't be tempted to put them at that 5 spot? Salute to you, Russell Red.
Um, Notre Dame. That would be
Impressive
another good.
against Navy.
That that
It
that
was
that
very impressive against Navy.
they did.
Hmm.
Uh, I wonder if they'll say that again. Here it is. This is what just thinking, trying to think like one of the committees. If Navy actually lost that game, or did Notre Dame dominate that game? All scores came off of fumbles. Um, but that is a good question about Notre Dame. You still have Indiana. Where would you put them? But they had to win their conference, and this right now they're not going to win their conference. So
Um, I'm, I'm,
yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think Indiana may be the odd man out. They,
mm,
if they beat Ohio State now, it's a different ball game. Excuse me, but if they lose to Ohio State, I think Penn State would get the more the benefit of the doubt because of strength of schedule.
how many teams we have that's undefeated right now?
You have Oregon, Miami, BYU that's ranked,
Army,
and
they're
Army.
ranked. They're 25.
Yeah, Army. That's it.
Could Army get that 12th spot?
We'll find out when they play Notre Dame. They got to get past Notre Dame. If they can beat Notre Dame, oh yeah, oh yeah, they in.
The only,
They
the
in.
only
No
thing
doubt
about
about it.
and Russell Red. See, you know what? You come on here talking trash already. We talking about teams. Texas is going if they run the table, they're going to get a ninth or eighth or ninth spot. But you got to finish up strong. I was talking about the top five. You're not in the top five, my man. Go eat a burrito or something.
Um,
Oh,
Hey, Russell
Army's
Ray.
lost their quarterback. I don't know how long, but Army lost their quarterback and
yeah,
still won.
yeah. When well, even if they still had their quarterback, I honestly, I don't think they got enough to from what I've seen from my eye test from out of Army. I don't think they got enough to take down Notre Dame.
Oh.
Notre Dame should be undefeated. Notre Dame should be in the top five right now. They should be undefeated.
Who they lost to Georgia Tech? Am I correct?
Notre Dame, no, they lost to Northern Illinois.
Northern Illinois.
Hmm.
Ah,
We got
so
one more month to go.
yeah.
One more month to go.
Hey, we all picked Maine, and they got their backs blown out.
Yeah, I threw that pick in there just to be funny. I threw that in there just
Oh
to be
man.
funny. Just to mess with the Oklahoma fans, man. But yeah, man, congratulations to Oklahoma for that bounce back win. But let's go ahead and go into our final thoughts on this 10th week of college football. The final thoughts. We're gonna start off with D
The
True.
truth.
D True.
Mm,
We was hearing him fine early. He muted up. You
yeah,
muted up. That's
he
all.
might still be muted up. All right, while he's still working with his technical difficulties. Hey, my dogs did not play to their full potential today. Yeah, most people might think that I'm a homer and I like this. I don't like changes too much, and I don't. But I don't know if we sacrificed our season by putting another quarterback in. I don't know about that because hey, we don't have a run game. So should we change the whole offensive line? Run game wasn't that impressive today neither. So should we go to our fifth running back? I don't know.
ETN was having a pretty good day before he went down with the injury.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
and Frazier is turned into a bruiser. I
mhm.
see that, but nobody we didn't have nobody over 100 yards rushing, like we had in the past every game.
And Cash Jones, what we found out about him, he will run you over. He will run you over.
Yeah, and he would carry two people on his back.
Hmm. D True,
Yeah.
man, go on, come on with your final thoughts, brother.
My final thought is I'm gonna piss a whole lot of so-called Auburn fans off with the truth. That's all I got to say. I'm gonna piss a whole lot of Auburn fans off with the truth tomorrow, and it ain't got to do nothing with who freeze. I think some coaches could be stubborn, right?
Hmm.
And
Go ahead.
You look like he dropped off again.
Okay. All right.
He's still on here. He's just not saying anything.
Look like he got a mic connection.
Yeah, saying something going on with the connection. All right. Okay, Sniper, go ahead with your final thought, man.
Oh, as I was saying,
Hmm.
let's keep it. Hey, we'll keep it 100. We will have the dim dog talk this week. Um, but at the end of the day, hey, you got to win. Three claps. Let's get back in that drawing room. Penn State to get back into the drawing room. Michigan get back in the drawing room, and let's start off get on strong. With that, I'm Sniper, and I'm out.
All right. On that note, Russell Reed, everybody got injuries. It's week 10. Everybody got injuries right about now. That's football. That's all a part of football. Um, Everyone, thank you all for coming out to the kickoff show this morning and to the post game show. I hope everyone enjoyed their college football Saturday. We don't have no slow walking, sad singing awards to give out this week because everyone that lost today is still mathematically in it. So no reason to give that award out. But other than that, it's been a very interesting day of college football. My dogs gave me a scare, but a win is a win. I also predicted on the dog call that it would be a close win. It would be an ugly win. What I didn't expect is that that Carson Beck would throw three interceptions again, and I didn't expect Bobo to keep putting the ball in his hands, knowing that he's going through a bit of a slump right now. I don't know how long we're gonna lose, how long we're gonna be without ETN. That if we don't have him available next Saturday against Ole Miss, that that that's I'm not gonna worry too much, but I'm gonna be a little worried because we need all the weapons. We need all hands on deck when we go travel down to Ole Miss and play them. But other than that, thank you all for coming out. Love you all. Peace and blessings. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Time goes back, right? Time goes back, everyone. You knew?
I would assume so.
Yeah, time goes back. So everyone, make sure you set your clocks back an hour at midnight and be safe out there. Don't party too hard. I know we're coming off of Halloween and everybody got Halloween costume parties planned tonight. Make sure you all be safe And like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. One last thing for life from the cradle to the grave. Go dogs! Sick 'em. Woo, 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 woo.
Hey,
Enjoy your Saturday.
War damn eagle.
before you say that, before you say your piece, or I just got Amando. Do you know that Texas Tech came back and won that game?
Yeah, I mean, I announced that earlier when we
I
first
thought you said
came on.
no. I thought you said you was going for Iowa State.
No, I picked Texas Tech. Me and you
Me and
knew
you
picked the
picked Tech.
Raiders.
Yeah, we picked Texas Tech.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I was making sure. I was like, they came back and
yeah.
won by 1 point.
Yeah, I picked the Red Raiders, bro. I knew when I saw the red flags against Central Florida.
That ain't no big win. 1 point ain't no big
Hey,
win.
I didn't say it was a big
hey,
win. I said that, but I picked. Remember, I picked TNT.
hey, all of us picked them.
All of us picked the
All of
Raiders.
us,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
remember it was 6-6 that all of us agreed on. It was 6. It was 6. I had a lousy day today. I know. I had, man. I don't even want to hear my total. I know I had a lousy day today.
Look, I'm sitting there by the totals when all the games are with, and right now, you knew. Right now, as the Penn State game and the Arkansas game, any encounter that gets you a Mondo yet. You and the Mondo is tied.
Oh, so we number one.
Yeah, for right now.
Okay.
For right now.
Okay.
After that, I don't know. I don't know after that, boy. It gonna be close. Right now, FCU whipping up on Pitt, and Louisville and Clemson is close. South Carolina lead Texas A&M,
All right. Okay. So
and
we gonna.
Oregon winning.
So I'll be.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna be keeping an eye on them games tonight. I'll be. Look, I'm getting ready to watch my crown jewel. I've
Oh
been waiting
yeah,
all day.
I,
I've been waiting all day, and I promised my daughter I was gonna wait till she got here, and we was gonna watch it together. She's a
hey,
huge
uh,
wrestling fan, just like me, just like her daddy.
hey,
So
I'm gonna ask you a question. You were tempted too, were you?
no, no,
You were tempted. Yeah, you
no, no,
were. Yeah, you were.
when you know I can wait. You know I went like 2-3 days and waited to watch SmackDown. You
I
know
have
I
to.
wait.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah. Well, we be
Oh,
so itchy. If one person done watched it, we be tempted to tell the other person about it. Like, we can't do
yeah,
it.
but I'm
But
getting yeah, but
I ain't watched it yet.
yeah, man. But I'm finna that one I'm finna get ready. I'm finna get ready to go watch Crown Jewel, the WWE pay per view with my baby, and you knew you know what to do.
I just wanted to say, go dog. Yeah, I'm ready for that next Saturday. Yeah, I'm ready. All right.
LSU and Bama next
LSU.
Saturday. Ole Miss in Georgia.
Yep. Ole
Uh,
Miss.
uh, uh,
I don't miss. I'm sorry. LSU is gonna whip their butts. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. They're ready
but
for y'all.
hey,
All right,
this is a question. This
all
is a
right. Make
question.
it
This is a
make it
question.
quick now, man. I gotta
Uh,
go now, bro. Come on.
I'm finna make it quick.
Keep
I'm
I
finna
prolonging
make it
won't
it.
quick.
hold you up.
Go ahead.
Hey, what would happen? Army be 9-0 going into that Notre Dame game and beat Notre Dame, who is ranked number 8. What would happen then?
We'll see, bro. We'll see. We'll see. I don't do
Oh,
hypotheticals. I'm just going by
hey,
my eye test. I don't think they'll be able to handle Notre Dame, bro. I don't think they'll be able to handle Notre Dame.
I don't know, but
I could be wrong.
strange say don't happen.
Yeah.
All right, go dogs. I'm gonna hold you to that. You
But
can't change your mind tomorrow. On Saturday. You cannot change your mind on Saturday. You already
All
said you're
right.
gonna be on LSU side. All right, you
All right.
guys. Thank you for coming, and thank you for those that are gonna be coming later. Y'all ain't gotta go home, but you definitely gotta get up out of here. See ya. Bye.
Go dog.
I thought you guys were gonna never stop talking.
why did you start that at? Oh, you started that on my channel. Say you got. and we we just stuck with it. We just stuck with it.
I'm like, I'm on my phone looking at games and stuff. Y'all